Well, here we are at the end of this chapter on long documents. There's an awful lot to it, and I know that I've skimmed over and really just brushed the surface of this, but you really could do an entire tutorial just on dealing with long documents in InDesign. Some of the features are so powerful and they do go into great depth, but hopefully I've given you an overview of some of these features and you can delve in a little bit deeper. The one thing I do want to cover before we finish this chapter is just printing it, and you would do that from the book document. So let me just pull this out onto the screen here, just make it a little bit bigger here. Here you have all your documents. Now remember, before you do it, it's best to synchronize it just quickly, just to make sure all your styles are the same. Remember to set which document you want the synchronization to apply on. There are some options out here in this menu. Now you can just remove or add documents here. Of course you can do it from these buttons here. If you wanted to delete this one, you could just remove it, add, come back cover. There it is there. Just put it back in again. You can come in and you can pre-flight it. Now a lot of these things, pre-flight and just checking your files, I've got a separate chapter on that, and I'm not going to look at that. We can package them. That's in the same chapter. So you can synchronize them from this menu, although you saw how I did that just a second ago. You can update all your cross references, and these are final things you may want to look at and just update everything before you go to print or export it, as we're going to do. If you want to print it, you can print an individual document simply by selecting it. It'll just print entrees, go into the print dialog box, choose whatever printer you have and print it there. If you want to print multiple ones, you can select them like this, go to print, and it will print the ones that are selected. If you want to print the entire book, simply select them all and you can go to print. Now here's a little tip here. Instead of just clicking on print the book, if you hold down Option or Alt and click here, you'll export to PDF. Now you can go to File, Export PDF there, but this is just a nice little trick that I like to use. Option or Alt, click here, and here we can create the Peppers book. You can get the format. We'll just go to print here and select PDF for print. Hit save. I'll choose view PDF after exporting here. I've got a pretty basic one chosen, or basic PDF setting chosen here, and I'm just going to accept all the defaults. I'm not going to go into these in this movie. Click on export. I'm going to get a warning on the transparency blend space because I'm mixing CMYK and RGB, etc., but I'm not too worried about it for the purposes of this tutorial. Click on OK. So we'll go through it like this. Takes a couple of seconds. And Command 0, there we have our Peppers book complete, like this. And that's it. Big topic, but hopefully you're able to put this to use when you create your long documents.